It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, the wrong way. Back your buddy, if he get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a I'm in that S5 facing comfy, cause I can't name that guy but me, dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 I got it.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here we go.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He'll flip this out to Evans. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Third down and 1. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Let's get set.
Burrow looking to pass. That's going to be caught. It's the rookie from Clemson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Chase, the motion man right. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, does he? And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Zach Evans. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On play action, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak.
It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Steelers 14, Bengals 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Play action. It's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Fields now to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
I'm one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Gun.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Down the left sideline. T. Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. McPherson now for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Hey. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
Here we go, son. All right.
Now it's Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, these 2 teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-0.
Here we go. Press right.
Here's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Here we go, son. Go.
Fields throwing again. And caught in the end end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Bengals 13.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, here we go.
They start the drive with Evans. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
On one, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. A short throw there pulled in by all. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Don't jump, ready? All right.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And some room to roam now. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 18. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 47 yards. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis. And now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle, it's complete. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go. Right.
To throw is Fields. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
All right, you and I both know that was a lucky play, but again, I give him credit. Going up on the tip and catching that one.
Stayed with it, made his own luck, didn't he?
And he used his size there. Had a defensive back mentality to go up and get the ball on the tip, but used his size. I mean, tight ends, going up and getting it, sometimes they can knock people out of the way and finish the play.
Right.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go, Scott.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 55 yards rushing for it now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers add 6 to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Steelers 31, Bengals 13.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So, my man, I pose this question to you. How do you get to be the number 2 defense against the rush in the NFL?
Be better than number 3, I guess.
Okay, right.
And make plays like that, right?
Well, you know, you're right. At its basic, be better than number 3, but you really nailed it. Make plays like that on a consistent basis.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, a run with Evans. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
In motion right goes Higgins.
Stop.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On one, ready? Here we go. Shot.
To the air again, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Shot.
Now Evans on the toss left side. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Shot.
Now it's Burrow. That one caught by All, the tight end.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Gun. Shot. Shot.
They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Here we go.
In motion left is Higgins.
Shot.
They'll fake it on a jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Shot.
And they'll go right back to Evans. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here we go. Here we go. 11.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 4.
Let's get set. 12. Shot.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Here we go. 11 empty. Mighty. Shot.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Gun.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game.
Here we go.
4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
11. Shot.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Bengals 20.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
In motion, Hill. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go,
From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And some strong running. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now Burrow. And a catch right side by Evans. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Evans running behind center. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. Open man is Chase, complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Let's get set.
Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 40-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On two, ready?
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Stop.
They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Evans running straight ahead. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Evans. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Zach Evans, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
Here we go.
Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Here we go. All right.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Hey, 551. Here we go. Go.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Gun.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Evans. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
11.
An audible here to get a new look.
11.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Barkley, inside handoff. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done.
11,
Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking deep here for Chase. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 3.
Here we go, son.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 14 yards. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 9. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
They'll run on first down. Holt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
One, ready?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. 20, 10. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Fields going to keep it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Justin Fields doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Steelers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the 4th quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Holt.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
11. Here we go.
Running right, this is Evans. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
I'm fine, ready?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Evans. Down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Steelers, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.